send them down to war, Lord. And when you ask them how much should we kill, they'll be only answer more. Blame me, blame me. I ain't no military son. Blame me, blame me. I ain't no fortunate one. No. Blame me, blame me. I ain't no fortunate one. No, no. Blame me, blame me. I ain't no fortunate son.
Damn it. Texas Reagan with Texas Defense Articulations. Back with some 1911 content again. And I got, this is a little bit more of an exhibition versus a review, right? So this is an old Wiley Clap Colt I got from one of my buddies several years ago. I started taking it to classes as a backup gun for when I have 1911 classes. Some people show up and their guns don't work, or, you know, they wasn't put together right, or something, right? And so I have a pile of guns. Hey, try this one. You like this? Oh, you think you like the front strap checkering? Here's one. Cool. So had this one used quite a few times. I shot it a decent amount as soon as I picked it up to make sure it was reliable. At the time, it was perfectly reliable, and so I decided to keep it. I'm a bit kind of a Springfield guy. You guys have noticed a lot of Springfield stuff. When I say I'm a Springfield guy, that's some of the best stuff that you can get for the price you're going to spend on it. But I was also like, man, I got to have something else besides the Springfield. I got all these 1911s, and almost all of them are Springfield. So I decided I wanted to keep this. I wanted to turn it into what some people refer to as a barbecue gun. Barbecue gun means it's not going to be something you take and throw in the truck and let it rattle around, ride around with you on the ranch or anything like that, or, you know, train with it. It's just going to be to look good, right? So I do want it to function, but its main thing is it needs to look good. So I decided I was going to send it to Deep River Customs, and they have an office in Carolinas and they have an office in Florida. And so I sent it to the one in the Carolinas with the instructions. I wanted the frame tigged up because it was a rattle trap. It rattled all over the place. That's not where it gets its reliability from. It's where it gets annoying from, right? And then I wanted the finish redone. I wanted different sights on it, whole list of stuff. So I sent it to the ones in Carolina, and they tigged the frame up, did a few other things to it, and then they sent it over to the Florida shop to get some of the work done also. Well, the guy from the Florida shop calls me. He's like, hey, I got this 1911 here. I got some questions. He was basically asking me how I wanted to do the finish and everything like that. And he started reading off the list of stuff the other gunsmith had done in the Carolinas. He's like, this has been done already. This has been done already. Special note, this is the dirtiest gun I've ever seen in my life, which is kind of a badge of honor because I didn't even really shoot this gun very much at that time. I was like, oh, wow. I should probably send them one of my other guns in this just to see if they all have heart attacks over it. But either way, they were a good sport about it. But they did all the cool stuff to it. The most noticeable is going to be the bead blasted hard chrome finish, man. They did an excellent job on this. The finish on this thing. We went back and forth on it. He suggested a couple other things, and then he finally settled it. Like, yeah, I think we need to hard chrome this thing, and then just bead blast it. And they decided to try it a couple ways, and then they got it really, really good. So good on them for that. I also wanted different sights. They put me a Novak adjustable and a brass dot front sight. Apparently, there's a gold dot front sight. And I didn't realize it's actually made out of gold on the Colt Gold Cups or whatever. And so he's like, "Are you sure you want one of those? They're kind of expensive and they're pretty hard to get. But these are, like, this one was about what a normal front sight costs." So I'm like, yeah, just put that on there. It doesn't have to be actual gold. I don't really care about that. But one of the things you can't see, but you will immediately notice if you begin to shoot this gun, is the trigger job. The trigger breaks at like 2 pounds, 5 ounces. It's unbelievably light. Yes, I am not going to appendix carry this gun at all or anything like that. But yeah, it was pretty apparent real quick. I'm like, that is the friggin' lightest trigger I've ever had in one of these guns. And with a 45, the recoil of a 45, it takes some getting used to. So they did an excellent job with that too. There's a few other things that I don't all quite remember what they put on here. They have a one-piece magwell that they put on here for me. And it does actually have a lanyard loop in the bottom of it, believe it or not. But it looks very aesthetically pleasing. Of course, works just as good as a Wilson Combat, or maybe even a little bit better, that you normally see on a lot of guns out there. And when I sent it, I initially was thinking, I'm like, oh, I'll just leave these fusion grips that I got off of Amazon. They're Coco Bolo, full checkered. I don't like the ones with little diamonds in them. I like the full checkering. I'm like, oh, I'll probably just leave them on there. I'll just toss them whenever the gun gets here, and I'll put a cool set of grips on it. And as soon as it showed up, I'm like, man, these grips are perfect for this gun. They're nice and grippy, they're without being too slick or anything like that, and they are beautiful because Coco Bolo is just beautiful looking wood. So, yeah, man, there's a few other things that they've done to this, but man, it turned out really well. Of course, you know, it's not quite broken in yet. I only have about 300, 400 rounds through this gun at the moment. I want to put a whole lot more through it, but, you know, there's still some break-in where I need to get it to where it always goes into battery. You know, put a few videos up of the issues that we did have, and I did have to tune the extractor a little bit. As soon as I got it, it may need a little bit more tuning, but overall, you know, it fits the bill just fine. It looks beautiful. It does shoot crazy accurate, and you can shoot it crazy fast if you can keep that thing on target with that recoil, that 45 ACP. So I love how it has the Colt roll stamp on the one side, and the other side is just a slab, just looks beautiful whenever it's all nice and clean. So hope this scratches you guys' itch for some 1911 content, and we'll get on to the next thing here pretty soon. So